Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Riaz Ahmed. Hopefully, you all would be in the best of your health and doing very well. This was once again welcome to the online class, and this was the very first lecture is for I will discuss the second poem, Pied Beauty by GM Hopkins, Gerard Manley Hopkins. In this very lecture, I will discuss is for the first one, introduction to the poet. The second is for uh, is about the poem, is for what the form of the poem is, and then what I will in the last come to the very poem is for what is there in the poem, what the poem is all about, what the summary of the poem is. Let us come to this what the very first is for the introduction to the poet. Gerard Manley Hopkins was born in Stratford, England in 1844, and he was died in Dublin, Ireland in 1889. And as far he belongs to Victorian era or period, which starts from 1837. And as far as personal life was, he converted to Roman Catholicism in 1866. And what he was a religious person, he was a Jesuit priest, and as far as poetry is, his poetry was not published in his life. His collection of poems is for published in a volume in 1918 by his close friend and poet Robert Breeze. What he edited his volume of poems with the title Poems of Gerard Manley Hopkins. So, Pied Beauty is one of them. Now, as far as the poet, this what Hopkins, what is very well known, that he is a poet of religion and nature. What we do find in his poetry, what a touch of this what of religion, a religious touch. What we do find, and as for the religion for Hopkins is, religion is more important than art, and what religious inspiration is more important than what inspiration of art, and his responses to religion, what we do find very significantly, and as for what we do find that as far he was too much attached to religion, and the second thing, what the nature, as for what we do find a love of nature in his poetry, and especially about this very poem, what we do find that he is strongly attracted to its beauty. He is strongly attracted to the beauty of nature, just like John Keats. And what he finds beauty in nature. And we may just what compare this to William Wordsworth, that what is we all know that his love for nature is. So just like what William Wordsworth, what is too much what too much love nature, and oh, as for William Wordsworth, what the nature is what so much attached to nature, and what the nature is God, what he sees God in nature. But as for Hopkins, he does not see does not see God in nature, but as for God is far above nature. As for about the poem, what this poem is written in summer of 1877, where there he was in North Wales, and where this what he inspired by the countryside, by the very this what is for the nature of the countryside, and what he wrote this very poem in the summer of 1877. But as for what I told you, that in his life, what he didn't publish his poetry, and this very poem was published in his volume in 1918. As for his poetry is, there is something very interesting, that he is first Victorian poet, what he moves away from the traditional rhythm or form in verse. is for what the traditional rhythm or form in verse was. This is what iambic pentameter, and what the most of the poets of that time, what they were writing, poetry, verses in this very traditional iambic pentameter. He moves away from this very traditional iambic pentameter, and what we do find experimental uh, verses, what the experimental stress, patterns, and language in his poetry, especially what this poem is all about. Is for uh, Pied Beauty is uh, a special uh, is for sonnet, what it is uh, what it is said, quartal sonnet, CURTL. What it is, a reduced form of sonnet. It is what a shortened form of sonnet. What we do find in this very sonnet is for Pied Beauty is what consisting of 11 lines. The first 6 lines sestet, and the last 5 lines were quintain. So this what we do find is for what the form of the poem is. Uh, this what quartal sonnet, a reduced form of sonnet, and what we have sestet, 6 lines, the first 6 lines, and the last 5 lines were quintain. And total what we have 11 lines. So is for what we do find. Again, this what is for sprung rhythm is there. Sprung rhythm. What this what sprung rhythm is for he moves away from the traditional. This what is for iambic pentameter. So what the sprung rhythm is, when the stress is placed on the 2 consecutive feet, and the usual iambic, this what the beat is broken. What we do find in the regular rhythm of iambic pentameter, that there is what is for unstressed and stressed syllables used in all this what in traditional iambic. But what he just moves away, what he didn't follow this what the traditional rhythm of iambic pentameter is for what this is something what innovation in poetry, and is for what the rhythm of this what of his poetry is for this what 2 consecutive feet, and then what it may be what is for um, unstressed syllables. If for what, when we will go through the text in the textual line, then I will is for tell you all you people, is for tell all you students that what this the sprung rhythm is. What we do find beautiful rhyme and rhythm in the poem. What we do find alliteration. What we do find assonance. So what we do find strong rhythm and rhyme. In the last, what is for what there is in the poem, what the poem is all about, what the idea of the poem is, what the poem focuses on things in nature, what have distinct what patterns and unusual designs, compares and constructs, and what we have similarities and these were differences. So it's for what all those things in nature, but they have something unique or strange patterns or designs. All those what the multitude of things in nature are, is what they have something which comparison and contrasts, what they have similarities and differences, and all these. What the poems what deals with the glory and greatness of God, but God what created all those things of the nature with all these unique and unusual patterns and designs. What all this what all about the beauty in nature, and who is the only source? God is the only source, who is the creator. And but all those basically what dappled things, pied things, dappled or pied things, it means just what marked or spotted things. What then we will go to the to the poem and all this what to the textual lines, that what we do find all those things in nature, what they are dappled or pied ones. So all those things which beautiful to the eyes, and what announces the presence of God. So what it shows is belief, is for is religion, and this is love for nature. Thank you very much. Inshallah, in second lecture, I will take the text and then we will go to the textual lines. So please, just what I want from you people on your part, give me your response, your feedback. If you have any question, just share with me. And as far what I'm here for you to make the idea clear, to give you this what is for the answers. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.